Hello, my name is Ilona. It's Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and I'm going to look at the energies of May 2025. This is going to be an interesting month. Of course, I already shuffled the cards in my Dutch video, so if you want to see that, you can see that in my other video. I was really shoveling those cards. There are a lot of things happening now, of course, with the change of guard with Klaus leaving the World Economic Forum, although he already mentioned this, I think, a couple of months ago, but he was going to officially leave in like 2027. And now suddenly, the day after the Pope kind of dropped from the stage, he thought, you know what, I'm going to leave now as well. And there are a lot of things coming out about Klaus and money and things like that. And that's just the start. That's just the beginning of tearing down what's been going on there. And of course, we'll have to wait with the Pope, what is going on. Interesting times. I do believe it was a very important event, a very important marker in, changing things. So, of course, the Pope and Klaus, interesting combination. And of course, we've also had the blackouts in Spain, France, and Portugal, which were very interesting. And I'm sure there are many people with all kinds of theories concerning that. I do believe that things have been cleaned out. And it's also preparing people for things that could happen. We, of course, mentioned that a certain letter in the alphabet has mentioned there could be a few days that everything will turn dark in a way, although it's not really specifically written down that way. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do believe that it's also a very important marker what is going on and what's happening. And people are now being prepared for that. So the first three cards I've got for the month of May. I'll have to see if I'm... The first one was the 8 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. And I was really attracted to the back of the deck, which has the 6 of Wands. So this is a very fiery, fire element month with all these wands. Especially when I picked out this card as well. Like I said, I was drawn to it. Doesn't mean I always take the back of the deck with me as well. But if I'm attracted to it, I take that card as well. We are moving away from things. So this is the 8 of Cups, moving away. I think people are really sick and tired of things are happening. A lot of old pain is coming up and there's a lot of strife going on. A lot of fighting. I believe that the dark energies are still trying to do certain things. And people are really starting to see and notice and want to move away from this. Like these governments are not there for us. There are more people on the streets now. I've shared a few clips from, I think in Ireland and in Germany, there's still people on the streets and other parts here in Europe as well that you don't see anything about, but it is happening. And I think that is very important that people are gathering around and like, yeah, but this is enough. And I see more and more victories for the white hats. Of course, that is my perspective, but I do genuinely believe that we're moving towards a better or a different direction, a better direction than what we were heading, and it's going to show in the month of May. But there's still a lot of strife going on, a lot of old pain coming up. And then we have the 3 cards that's the next 3 cards, that is for the blockades or the challenges. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. So the challenge will be to remain patient because that's what the 7 of Pentacles is all about. And Pentacles are for the element Earth, and it takes time before it's shown. So have faith, keep faith. That will be the biggest challenge, to really deal with all the emotions as well, the frustration, maybe the anger, why it's taking so long, maybe the challenges financially. A lot of people, especially here in the Netherlands, but also other countries around the world, are really noticing it financially, what is going on, to balance everything and to remain patient in a way and challenging, what is going on around you. It will be a challenge to prepare yourself in a way, really stay connected to the trust. Everything will turn out all right and that everything is going to be all right. But it's really going to be a challenge to, I'm sorry, there are a lot of things now popping up in my head that I wanted to say, and I'm working with the Dutch and then trying to translate it in English. It's kind of moving, how do you say this? It's not working very well. The point I'm trying to say is that we need to focus on ourselves. We need to trust the process around us by working within ourselves, because that's really the ultimate process and the challenge, to connect with all these emotions, frustration, anger, pain. It's very important that we deal with it and that we understand that it will take time before we're really going to see it around us. The next 3 cards are the advice. So we have the Magician, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 7 of Swords. And this is very important. The advice is to step into your own power. I believe it was also in April. Start something. If you want to start something, do it. If it feels right to you, if you feel intuitively that you really want to bring something to the world, it is now the time to step up. You've got everything you need. You've got the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand on the table. As the Magician, we as people, we need to start using our energies to change things. It's also to karmically change things, because that's going to be the advice also to dealing with all these things happening. And the biggest part that we need to fully understand is that we take responsibility for ourselves. The 7 of Swords is someone you can see sneakily walking away without taking responsibility. And the advice is to take responsibility for yourself, not for other people. And I'm talking, of course, about mature people. If you have children, that's a completely different matter. Then, of course, especially if you young children, you are responsible. But this is about not taking on responsibility that is not your own. So take responsibility for yourself. That's it. That's all you have to do. So that's what this card is as well. But it also means that you need to put up boundaries, that you don't take responsibility for other people in your family, in work, in your partnerships, your relationships, friendships. It's really now about letting people be. They have to pick their own path. They have to follow their own line. What do they want? What do they need to do? It's up to them. So it's also about clearing your energy and using it for something you want to be putting out into this world, in creating things that will put things into motion. That will be the advice, to bring things and to put it all into motion. Last 3 cards, and this is the end of May, and this is very massive because we've got the Star, which is a major arcana card, the Devil, which is also a major arcana card, and last but not least is the Strength card. These are massive cards for the end of May. That doesn't immediately mean that all things have changed at the end of May, but it means that there are massive energies at play and that we're going to see a big shift in May. We're going to really see the dark into the light with the Devil. There's no hiding there. It will bring humanity back into their own strength. It's about taking back our own strength, not giving away our powers, which is also connected to this card, of course, for the advice that we don't, by not giving away our powers or taking on responsibility that's not ours, we are actually strengthening ourselves. The Star card is usually also my alien card, so I do believe in May things concerning aliens can come up. That doesn't mean that we immediately be walking with them at the end of May. I do think it will be brought out in phases, but this is going to be a massive phase, most likely in May, that's concerning aliens, or maybe some things will come out. Some classified files going to come out. I'm not really sure about that, but it's going to be very important as well for this month, showing what's been going on in the dark. More and more things are going to come out. It will bring back humanity strength, at least the opportunity to bring humanity back in their own strength, not giving away their powers and not giving away outside of themselves. And that alien things could come out. Maybe interesting technology could come out. That's also connected with the Star. This is also the Aquarius card. And of course, we are now in the age of Aquarius. So a lot of things connected on communications, things like that. This is going to be a very important month. But probably also something with aliens could come out. Because we also know that that's part of this great awakening. That we fully understand what's been going on. And how things, how do you say this, have been hidden from us, and it all needs to come out. So this month is going to be a fiery month. There's a lot of fiery energy in the May month. ultimately people are going to move away from the old. They're kind of getting sick and tired of it, or at least starting to understand what's been going on. There are going to be victories, I believe, for the white hats. We're going to see that more and more, but there's still strife and old pain that needs to come out and be brought to the light. Challenges will be to really have patience, understand it takes time before we will see it in reality, but we will see it. And it's important that you really face your own frustration, your angers, and also try to balance things, especially maybe financially. It can be tough, and there are a lot of people in very tough situations that need to deal with that as well. The advice is, focus on yourself. Don't take on responsibilities from people that really you don't have to take on at all. If they're mature people, they need to deal with it themselves. You need to deal with your own energies and be responsible for yourself and really focus on that. If you want to move things ahead, it is a perfect month to do that, to step up and to really bring your energy and start manifesting and creating what you truly want, what feels right to you energetically and intuitively. And last are, of course, those three major arcana cards. Major shifts will be made in this month of May. And at the end of month of May, maybe some things will come out about aliens, or just some things about space, or just more and more things are going to come out. We've got more and more that the dark is going to be shown. So there are more scandals are coming out. We already are in this period, and I don't think it's going to stop. It's just going to move. There's like this momentum going on now. And it ultimately will make humanity stronger by understanding what's been going on. We can really put the pieces back together again. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.